Wouldn't it be cool if you could play No Man's Sky from the top down? Well, that's what we thought, and that's why we decided to make this video. If you haven't already seen that video, first of all, click somewhere here, maybe, to go watch it. And once you do that, come on back and we'll tell you about it, the rest of it. The way we started making this video, we started off with the idea, let's make it from the top down, right? We knew we had to make everything from these worlds to the ships to space to asteroids and all these animals and everything. We knew it was gonna be pretty heavy, intensive on our animation side, but we didn't really account for was just how intensive it would be on our computers for the render time. So originally we started off in Cinema 4D. We built these low poly environments and we animated a camera to go at a constant speed down the whole environment, and just one render at 1080p ended up taking like 3 hours. And that 3 hours was just for the environment. There was no real texturing, there was no plants, there was no animals. It was just basically a basic mesh. But the problem is it was so long that it was just taking forever and the lighting was too dense to do anything. But then we had this idea. It seems like we're trying to make a game inside of Cinema, but why don't we actually try to make a game inside a game engine? So we downloaded Unreal 4, which is an actual game engine, and brought all our assets from Cinema 4D into that. So we can move through the space and it would all render much faster because it was using our graphics card as opposed to just our CPUs. And so we could put in all this foliage and all these animals, and it was all way faster because the engine itself is designed to do that. It's not just rendering out, each frame. We downloaded various assets and made some assets, and we started putting them into the space. We animated our characters and our animals in the space, and then we basically rendered out one whole pass of the camera going from start to end on these worlds, but we didn't have the ship, and that was the next step we had to do. We had to make the ship, and then we took still renders of it in Cinema 4D on each of the axes so we could have it turn, and we took that into After Effects and animated, turns up and down, left and right, and started animating all the characters together, all the planes together, in order to make a really interesting animation. And so now we had our ships all animated, but the problem is they didn't look very real. We needed particle systems coming out of the back of it like they have in the No Man's Sky intro trailer. We needed like the red fire coming when you enter an atmosphere. We needed clouds in order to transition between each of them. And so the way we did that was we used Video Copilot's Saber 2 plugin, which is actually free on their site, and that actually made up the engines for all the planes. And we also used Trapcode Shine in order to make the red hot fiery air resistant you have whenever you come into a planet. So once we had everything animated and it was all rendered out, we put it into our timeline in Premiere, did everything together, but it was very lackluster without the sound effects. So then we had to go through and get all the sounds. And I think we used a combination of sounds from the game. We used sounds from sound packs that I had, sounds from sounds that I found online, and we just kind of layered them all together. And I think actually we even used a couple sounds from the first Star Wars, the Pod Racer. Whenever the two ships fly past the main good ship, there's actually like the Pod Racer sounds. If you listen really closely, you can hear those. Our music actually came from Epidemic Sound, which is a website where you can subscribe and you can have access to all their music and all their sounds. You're not gonna get flagged, and there's actually pretty decent quality video, and it's only like $15 a month for a channel that's our size. All in all, the video, even though it's only 3 minutes long, took about 80 plus hours worth of work for us, but it was totally worth it. It ended up being a really cool video, and we've gotten some pretty good response from it. But if you haven't seen the video, make sure you check that out. It's on the channel. Check out some of our other videos on the channel, and we'll be sure to make more behind the scenes videos like this for other videos up and coming. As it is right now, we're trying to do our big shorts like every other Thursday. The podcasts are gonna be coming out on Tuesdays, and then we're gonna have some other gaming kind of Let's Play type content coming probably Wednesday or Friday. We're still working on that, but we'll let you guys know. And if you guys have any questions or anything, make sure you leave those in the comment below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching, guys. Later.